Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny, this is C.
Hello.
We are doing a couple of different Indian whiskeys today.
Oh, sure.
We'll be putting them out over the next, the summer
Few
or
weeks,
whatever. This one today we have the Master Blender's Signature Rare Aged Whiskey.
They all seem to have these long, elaborate names to make them seem like they're big and important.
Yes, especially when something says rare.
Mm-hmm. And you know it's not.
So this one, it says it's been blended with 100% aged Indian malts and imported Scotch. And something that we've noticed is that the whiskeys are bottled at 42.8% VV.
There you go.
But then I dug a little deeper on this bottle,
Right.
and above it says 75 proof.
Interesting.
Which does not make any sense.
We have 3 Indian whiskeys here today, 3 different ones.
Yeah.
And they're all bottled at 42.8%, which seems very obscure.
And again, for overseas export only.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to pour some of this. They always have this flame guard, or whatever you call it.
The spill proof or whatever it is.
Spill proof.
So we've had a lot of different Indian whiskeys, and this is a blend. And blends are to be judged on their own merit. They are not on the level of Indian single malts. Indian single malts are typically very good.
Yes.
And the blends are debatable.
Yeah, some of them, we've said it before, but some of them are debatable if they're even could be considered whiskey at some points.
Yeah,
they're very
distilled from
vodka-like.
molasses.
Yeah.
Tastes like a vodka or a rum in some cases.
Yeah.
And then they have this little top up of Scotchy flavor to them.
Yes.
Which
It's
in some
Scotch
cases
flavoring.
Which in some cases doesn't even help them.
No.
They'd almost be better on their own, I think.
This I've noticed just by rolling around the glass, look how long the legs cling to the side. It's either going to be meaning that it's syrupy and sweet, or, the alcohol level is a little different than it states. Okay.
On the nose, it's got, you can smell the Scotch influence.
I'm having a hard time with the noses on these ones because they are similar in the sense that they're light, they're sweet, they do have a slight scotchiness to them. You've said kind of new toy plastic sort of a smell to them.
Maltiness.
Some maltiness.
And then a little bit of herbal notes to it,
Yeah. Not don't go into this expecting you're going to get a blended Scotch nose or a single malt Scotch nose at all.
No.
But
they are, the noses on these are somewhat bold in a way. I feel like it's got a little bit of a fruitiness to it too. In some cases, like a blended Scotch can be pretty dull on the nose.
Yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
these have all been pretty powerful noses. There's a lot going on. It's just not that it's necessarily what's going on is that great.
Yeah. So that's pretty much bang on.
Okay, should we drink it?
Yeah, let's try some.
It's a bit diesel-y.
Yeah, this one has a little bit more, compared to the last one, I think, that we've tried recently.
Yeah.
A little bit more flavor going on. A little bit more almost icicle-y. And, not peat necessarily, but there's something there that's in the back of the palate.
Yeah, it's kind of got that petroleum-y kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Not necessarily a bad
Something you
thing.
can maybe fill your scooter up with.
For sure.
And use for, it's their version of
fuel.
petrol.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, and this one's actually not... if I'm judging them in order
Right.
sort of thing, I'm liking this one better than
Antiquity Blue.
the Antiquity Blue that we've tried recently.
Yeah, and these are definitely competitors, this versus Antiquity Blue.
Yeah.
They're in the same market, and I agree. I think this one, initial thoughts to me are that this is superior to the Antiquity Blue. That was more of a cocktailing whiskey. It was a little bit dull.
Yeah, less of a sipper than this one. This one, the palate the finish kind of carries on a little bit brighter and not as hot.
Yeah, that's right. But it has enough kind of like maltiness and sweetness to kind of stand alone as a sipper.
And to qualify as maybe a whiskey.
This is a little bit more whiskey-ish.
Yeah.
The other one was definitely a little bit more rummy vodka-y.
Yeah. There's a nice sweetness up front, like a honey kind of sweetness. Not so much on the vanillas or anything like that side of things, but like honey water kind of a thing. Honeysuckle.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this one's one of the better ones, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Half decent. So, I don't know. I mean, that's all we really have to say about this one for now is that it's kind of on the upper echelon of the Indian blends.
Yeah, and so, some of these videos too are we haven't polished off this amount of Indian whiskey. So we were given this at the Cowichan Valley Whiskey Festival.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of first impressions. Also, I haven't tasted this since then.
Yeah, neither have I.
So, it's a little bit of first impressions. Hard to wrap your head around some of these whiskeys that don't really compare to other things that you're used to. So
they don't conform to normal Scotch standards or normal, whiskey standards in general, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of Indian whiskey is very unique in that they have a tropical climate or they're using different products, right? In this case, they're blending Scotch with their grain whiskey, their, and their malt. So it's hard to compartmentalize where it belongs in the whiskey library.
the more I'm tasting this, the more I'm kind of enjoying it. It's definitely way more of a sipper than the other ones.
Yeah.
Very simple packaging and everything too. Like this looks like it's, maybe they put more into the actual whiskey than they did the packaging.
It's definitely, it's no antiquity blue
Yeah,
from a packaging perspective.
Yeah.
But I think it's much better than antiquity
I'd
blue.
say so, yeah.
So if you're going to be spending your money on an Indian blend, this is one that we're going to recommend. I think as far as blends.
Yeah. And I think a lot of in India, a lot of people blend these sorts of things with like a soda water.
Yeah, they'll mix they mix their cocktails a lot. So so go for it. Get the signature and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, and if you're looking for Indian whiskey reviews, search in our videos because we've done quite a few. You might find them there.
Cool.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Penny and C, drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.